Hey guys, so I'm with my buddy Dwayne here, and we're on an adventure right now. We're gonna go try and get a boat motor back that was stolen from his shop. So he owns a boat store, and well, what happened, Dwayne?
Well, the backstory is this. I'm at the store and a customer had walked in, very shady looking customer. He's been in before, but he's full of tattoos, skinny, looks a little beat up. Walks in and he says, I need a new boat. The one you sold me 3 months ago sank. Or the river took it away, something. And I said, oh no, that's terrible news. What are we looking at? He's like, well, I'd like to get a boat, a motor, and a pair of oars, and I'd like to pay no more than $500. And the motor has to be reliable, he says. I said, well, all of that doesn't go together in one sentence, because $500 isn't going to get you very much. So he leaves a little dejected, and later on that night, or sorry, the next morning, I come to the store and find the fence to the backyard has been cut open with chain link wire cutters. There was a huge hole cut in the fence, and assessing what had gone missing, I found that there was a pair of oars and a boat motor missing, a very reliable boat motor. So now we're on the hunt for this guy. While he was in the store, he had, in passing conversation, told me he lives in the middle of nowhere. It's past Hope, BC. And so we're driving out there right now to see if we can't get this stuff back.
So there's a little more to this though. This guy apparently lives in this small town, and he lives across the river on a property that has no road access. So in order to get to him, we have to go across the Fraser River, which is a pretty intense river. So we've got an inflatable boat in the back and a motor that hopefully we'll be able to get across the river, providing we can even find this guy's place, if that's the place. So what we've done is we've looked on Google Maps on the satellite view, and it seems like there's only one property across the river. So it's got to be his place. We'll check it out. We'll see if the boat is on the shore. If the boat's on the shore, we can just take the motor back. Do you have a way of identifying the motor?
We have, this motor was in for service, so the mechanic luckily took note of the serial number of this particular motor in question. It's a Honda 7.5 outboard motor, and it weighs about 80 pounds, 60 to 80 pounds, so it's not very heavy. And hopefully we could just spot it and snag it. That's the goal today, is spotting and snagging.
That's like, what if this guy has a gun? What if he sees us on his property and he just like pulls out a shotgun? And who lives in a remote area like that and doesn't own a gun? Like,
I'm hoping reason will rule the day, and I'm hoping that with a little bit of conversation, he just hands over our stuff without an incident. But he doesn't seem like a very dangerous person. He seems very meek, but when you back a tiger into a corner, I guess anything could happen.
So what if this guy is like trapped set up in his property? Like, we're walking through the woods and like we step in a bear trap or fall into a bit of spikes or something like that.
Well, I think you're giving this guy too much credit. I mean, to look at him, let's just put it this way, he looks nothing like Rambo. He's the antithesis of Rambo.
Yeah, but we're actually headed to a small town just above Hope. And actually, Hope is where Rambo was filmed.
That's where Rambo was filmed!
So maybe he's like a huge diehard fan of Rambo. Which, by the way, if you've ever been to Hope, everyone there is. You go to the visitor center and there's Rambo t-shirts. They're still living off that from like 25 years ago.
Oh, I didn't even think about this. Let's turn back now!
There's gonna be tripwires in the woods with grenades attached to them.
Let's stop off at the Cabela's and get ourselves some camo and some face paint.
We'll go in there guerrilla style.
Guerrilla style.
So Dwayne, as great as this adventure is, and where it's looking to be, why didn't you just like call the police for this?
I did call the police, and honestly, it felt like they weren't too interested in solving this crime.
Well, I mean,
an old used motor and a pair of oars doesn't rank very high in the list of police priorities, apparently. So hopefully we can just resolve this on our own. We don't know for a fact if this is a wild goose chase or if all of our suspicions are going to be realized today.
so here we are, we made it to Hope, and we got what, how much, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
20 minutes left to go.
So we got to figure out how to get down to the riverbank. It looks like on the map there's a road that goes across the train tracks, and there might be some sort of beach access there. That's the whole town, so we should probably go back. This isn't looking good. This is a giant cliff here, man. This is a mountain.
Look up there.
Is it?
That's a train right there.
Is it there? Holy shit, this is rugged, this part of the river. Look at these cliffs.
There's a good look up ahead. We can get out of the car.
Alright, so we're at the riverbank here. There's a little shanty of some sorts. But he's supposed to be on the other side of the river, this guy. See anything?
No. All barren.
So I just checked out the satellite images, and I think the property is like on the other side of this cliff here. So we have to head back into town. There's like a beach all the way down there. I think we can get onto that beach and then see how it's like flatter down there. We have to try and make our way across the river there. So his property is like in those trees, according to the satellite images.
Okay, well, let's go back and take a look.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we found the property. That has to be it. A house across the river. Beach access only, no roads, no bridges. There is a beach here, so we're gonna go check that out. It doesn't look like there are any trucks around here. Pickup trucks where a motor could be. Hey Dwayne, there's a guy here. All right, so we just talked to a local, and he actually said he saw the guy, or like you think it's the guy, right?
Well, he described the same looking guy walking up to the general store here. So let's see if we can find this guy.
Yeah. Hopefully we could just talk to him and get the motor back.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
That's best case scenario. Otherwise,
if it is him.
If it is him. The guy said there were 3 properties on the other side of that river.
Yeah.
So who knows?
But he also said that the guy that just walked up here the guy who just walked up here has only been there for 3 months. He just bought that property 3 months ago.
And that's what the guy said at your
that's
store,
when he
right?
moved.
That's
yeah.
the story checks out.
I'm going into the general store right now.
Let's see if we can do this.
Just here to get back because it's not mine.
I just rode across the river. Right?
Yeah, it's not my motor. That's like I know you're in a desperate situation and you need to
Yeah,
pay.
I might be a good suspect, but I don't know how to motor. So I don't know if you got me and told my dad how to motor. You can call the cops or whatever you want. It's just it's wiped out on my boat last night going down through no motor. I just paddled across. These 2 people, no motor. We go down the boat right down there on the road. So I turned up the boat.
Where is it? You mind showing me?
Yeah, right down the
Thank you, man. You know,
guy who brought me a motor. It says 4 horse, so this is the hotel that we still have. I don't know, everybody just call you off, and it's, this is also, what is I want a motor, but I know the guy in fucking, good price. Okay, I think I know who did it, I'm gonna buy a motor, and I told him where the store is, but I told him don't go fucking get that many, he said there's space in more places. I'll give you his name and call him. So let's go see your boat first. You want? Yeah, go ahead. Let's go. Oh, it's right down there? Let's go. I'm gonna take my eyes off you.
That's what it is when you buy vehicles.
And he's a shady character. I'm sorry, so I tell you the truth now. And he took my pills, and I'm not going to piss off. I'll let you go flat. I'll show you the motor. I'll take you to the motor.
Just let's go see it. And that's it. Like, I just want to get my motor vaccinated.
Is that the one, though?
Yeah.
If you grabbed it, you probably did.
I'm not mad at you, you know? I'm not the type to get mad. I just want to get my motor vaccinated.
It's okay.
No, I'm not taking anything that's not mine.
Because I wanted to get it off anyway. It's
I don't want to
roll and I can't get it off.
I don't want to take anything that's
Yeah.
not mine.
We only want the original motor. If you have a different motor, we don't care about it. We're not here to take motors that aren't ours.
Well, I don't want to take it. Especially not that one. It looks brand new. I don't know where that one came from either, you know?
Looks like there's more motors. Another motor across the ways.
What's that motor on the beach over there?
I'm not sure.
I don't believe his story for a second.
He has so many holes in his story.
So many holes in that story that it's definitely the motor is definitely on the beach somewhere.
It has to be. He
100%.
claimed he rode in, and like he rode in, he doesn't have a motor. That's what he claimed. Then when we went down to the beach to look for the boat, he shows us a boat with a brand new motor.
Brand new motor, and claims that it's his.
And he's like, "Yeah, you guys could just take that one. Like we're gonna steal some guy's motor."
So he tried to get us to steal somebody else's motor as a replacement for my stolen motor. You could drive a semi-trailer truck right through the holes in this guy's story.
Okay, let's see if we can go find this boat now along the beach. Across the water there appears to be a Honda motor sitting on the beach. All right, Dwayne, what do you think?
Both of my motors are right there. That's my Honda 7.5. That is the client's. And then right there is a Honda 5. Both of which come from my store.
Those are both your stolen motors?
Yeah.
So you had a Honda 5 stolen as well?
Yes. Which I didn't realize until I saw this thing sitting on the guy's beach.
You just called your staff and they confirmed that there was a 5 missing as well. All right, so we're gonna try and cross the river in a blow-up boat with a motor, see if we can recover these stolen motors, or if it is them. Ready? All right, couldn't get the motor working. Bit of a problem, but we're paddling across now. All right, we made it. Other side of the beach. You got a Honda 5 over here.
Come take a picture of this.
Is this it?
Yeah, look, her number is still on it.
Her phone number, what's her name?
Lori.
Holy shit. That's it, Lori.
Yeah, that's the telephone number still on it.
And you got the papers to match, right?
Yep. And he laid it on the wrong side, so all oil has gotten into the son of a bitch.
Alright. That's definitely it. Stolen merch recovered. And what about, take a look at this Honda 5. This is yours as well? The second one stolen from your shop. Alright, so we just got back, we're drying off. My camera battery died as we were loading the motors on, but it looks like it's a success. So we got the 2 motors here, fully recovered. Do we have the number? We got
Notice the customer's phone number still affixed to the motor.
Still there, 100%. We got the customer's name and number here on this paper. Same thing, matching up with that
the VIN
there.
number.
With the VIN number. Wow.
The serial number of the motor.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This was a crazy adventure. We're glad you came along with us, and great success.
Great success!
Great success. We're able to recover the stuff, and you know, who knows? We'll see what other adventures we get up to in the future.